Man, that thing always likes to get blurry when I'm not paying attention. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. If you didn't know, now you know, and it's May's Lip Smacking Nails monthly member spotlight, and it's Makartt. I will leave her channel linked in the comments below. Makartt enjoys marbling and gradient techniques as well as character nail art. Now, she is much better at character nail art than I am. I am unable to hand paint characters. I aspire to be that awesome one day, but today I am not. So we will be doing nail stamping, and I'm going to use the Maniology Steamboat Willie plate. I've never used it before, but I remember when it came out, it was super popular and kept selling out, and everybody just had to have it. So more than likely, if you've got Maniology plates, you might have this one. Let me know if you do. But I've picked out a few of the designs, and we're gonna use them. And then for the background, I'm gonna do some marbling and some gradient in honor of Makartt. I definitely recommend you go check out her channel, watch some of those videos. She does really great stuff, as well as give her a subscribe and leave her a comment. Let her know that you came from over here. My hand is prepped, so let's check out the colors. So, Makartt's favorite colors include purple and blue. So I've picked out these purple and blue, but also I got this pink, and it's got a bit of like a red shimmer and then also these reflective glitters. These two are also shimmery. This purple one has a blue underglow, and this blue one has these little purple micro shimmers. So that seems cool. I also do have some red and green stamping polish for the reverse stamping. I've painted these two nails white because we're gonna do the gradient on there, and we're gonna do the sponge method, and so we needed a nice background so that the colors show up. And then I'm gonna put some marbles on the back of each of the others. To do that, we're gonna use this ombre brush. I'll just put some colors on this palette, swirl them a little bit, and then scoop them up and dribble them on the nails. So that's the plan. As the marbling is gonna take the longest amount to dry, we're gonna do those first. Let me just pull this over here so you can see it. We'll do us a little marble here, and I'll stir it up with this. I'm gonna just do a little wipe under these edges because it's a bit thick, but it looks like not much is hanging off. So that is the marble that we have for the first one. Let's get some for the next one. All right, and then I'm gonna do the same thing. Wipe these undersides to make sure that our edges are as thin and smooth as possible. I am gonna have to put out some more paint because we kind of used that one up. And those two were quite dark. I wanna try and make this one a little bit lighter, so I'm gonna use more of the pink and try not to use quite as much of these colors because that one was heavy. Ooh, the flake just dropped off of here. All right, let's stir this up a little bit and get to scooping. So I'm doing like a bit of a dab as I'm trying to like pour it off. I'm moving the brush up and down, like poke, 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 so it helps to push it off of there. All right, and then same thing, just clean up these edges. Okay, so here is the marble that we have for this one. It doesn't always go all the way to the edges. You can clean that up, or if you put like a matching base color down first, then you can make those invisible, but we didn't. So this is what we've got. I'm gonna put these in the nail dryer, get them super dry. Then I'm gonna go over them with the Maniology Aqua Topper to protect those marbles. If we go straight over that with top coat, it's gonna melt them a little bit and blur them together, but this will prevent that from happening. this is water-based, so it takes extra long to dry. So once you put this on, dry it really, really well, and then top coat. So once I'm done with all of those steps, we'll come back and we'll do the gradients. All right, so we've got those finished and dried. That is such a vibrant blue. It's looking beautiful already, but let's work on this gradient. So I'm gonna put the colors on here, and then we're basically gonna just like stick them on. Now, this is my favorite method for doing gradients because it gives you the most even blend. However, if you've got any sort of like fuzz or debris on your sponge, it just kind of presses them into the paint. So that's great. Let's open these bottles. I think we're gonna do blue at the bottom, the purple in the middle, and the pink at the top. We need to go about halfway down. So when you're doing this, you wanna get your sponge pretty well saturated with the paint because it's going to soak in, and you want to have enough left on here to actually leave some paint. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now I'm going to put a little bit more paint on each row because it's absorbed that first amount, and I just want to make sure that we have a good amount. I'm going to let it absorb too a little bit. There, that's a lot. So we should be able to do both nails with this. And I'm just gonna, brace it here. I do have on quite curvy nails, so I'm gonna have to, go around, but that's basically how this is gonna work. If you get a little bit too much, you can just do like a gentle squeezing, and it'll help it pull that paint into the sponge. Don't forget to go around your curves. Pay attention. If you're happy with your gradients on the first coat, you can stop. I think I want to do a second coat because these two are vastly different. So this one, it got a lot of the glitter from the pink, but that didn't leave much of any for this. But I've got to let this dry because if I try and do a second coat now, it's just going to peel this up. So I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and then I'll put more paint on here, and I'll do this nail first for the second coat because I really would like the opacity to be a bit more intense to kind of match the vibe that we've already got going here, even though it is okay if it's lighter, especially because we're going to put the characters on top of this and we want to be able to see them. But I will be right back when we have the second coat finished. All right, so those are dry, and I did use a cleanup brush to clean up the paint. There's still sparkles everywhere, but it's glitter, you know how it is. We need to go ahead and pick up our stamps. So I've got a paper towel, I've got my plate, and I've got some jelly stampers and a lint roller and some black and white paints. So let's grab these up. That looks pretty good. Clean up the excess. Don't forget to clean your stampers and your scrapers and your tools as you go. All right, now that I've got my stamps picked up, we need to do some reverse stamping and color these in. I have lots of content on reverse stamping if you want to see more, so definitely just go check out my channel and all the videos available. I'm gonna just do this quickly though. Man, that thing always likes to get blurry when I'm not paying attention, but we've got all of our reverse stamping finished. We just need to wait for those to dry. Then I will use this sticky base coat to apply those to my nails. Let me know, what are you thinking of the design so far? All right, those have had a brief moment to dry, but we're gonna get started. I'm just gonna do 2 fingers at a time. You want to put this on here and then give it 30 to 45 seconds to get tacky. If it gets all the way dry, it won't be sticky anymore and the stamps will have a hard time staying, but if it's too wet, then it's slippery and you can mess them up. So you just want to make it to where it's sticky, and you can always just touch the very edges of the nail to check the doneness without affecting the surface. So I'm going to do these two, and then once those are on there, we'll move to the next two, and then we'll do the thumb last. But this way, nothing is having too much dry time, and we're just able to work on it a little bit as we go. This one is going to go on the pinky. It's just all white, but it has this variety of shapes. I probably could have done a better job picking it up, but it's not the worst. And then we're gonna put this one on the ring finger. Now these music notes, I'm gonna have to try and curve their placement because I want them to kind of arch across the top. Let's check our doneness. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna look and try and line this up where I want it. Gently press that down, make sure it covers on all of the sides, and then roll that off. And then I like to just press these edges down. Once we get all the stamps on, I'll go back and clean up the edges, and then you can just clean excess off with your lint roller. All right, now let's try and get these music notes on first. Actually, maybe I should put the dude on so we don't mess him up. That's probably smart, right? I say the dude as if Mickey Mouse is not a well-known character. I crack myself up sometimes. There, that looks pretty good. What do you think? Music notes nice and floating everywhere as he plays his guitar. All right, let's put the sticky on the next two nails. All right, so on this middle one, we've got Minnie, and she's all aloha. And then I have this for the index finger, which I did paint in. Let's give these just a second to be the right amount of dry. All right, let's get these placed. We'll try and get her to be a pretty even height with him. All right, that looks good. He's playing the music, she's doing the dancing. And the hollering. That's cute. Let's go ahead and get this one on. And then again, we want to make sure we get it on all the sides. Yes, little cleanup is going to be needed, but that's fine. Make sure my edges are all pressed down. All right, and then we've got to sticky up the thumb. The last finger. Now, while we wait for that to dry, I am going to go ahead and use this brush to clean off the excess, like these leaves and whatnot. Those are looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and get this one placed. I'm gonna have to do it upside down so that I can see. There we go. Now that is on, and it's pretty close to the center, which is great. Now, I do need to aqua top all of the art here, dry it really, really well, like we talked about, and then final top coat it with the Sèche Vive. I'm gonna do all of that, and then we'll come back and look at the finished nails. All right, here's what we got. I am loving these. I think they're so cute. I really like the colors. I like the gradient. The marbles are subtle, but I like it. And I like the characters. I think this is an adorable little summer tropical character nail art. So cute. Don't forget to check the description for Marike's channel as well as Lip Smacking Nails. And if you want to join Lip Smacking Nails, you absolutely should. There's a Discord group, bunch of cool people, very fun. Highly recommend. Marike, let me know, what do you think of the design that I picked? And please, everyone, if you like this nail design, hit the like button. The algorithm thanks you, and so do I. And then finally, let me know which nail is your favorite.